So, good morning, students. Today we were going to see about the post correspondence problem. So, post correspondence problem, it is an undecidable decision problem. Undecidable decision problem, and it is introduced by Emil Post. By the introducer name Emil Post, it has got a name post correspondence problem. So he introduced post correspondence problem in the year 1946. So undecidable already explained, but I will remind you what is undecidable decision problem. Undecidable decision problem is, suppose I have a Turing machine. So in the Turing machine, when I give some input, suppose if I give the PCB problem, whether this problem will be able to halt and then accept the input, or halt and reject the input, or it will loop forever. Whether it will be, the machine will be able to tell us this input will be halt and accept, this input will be halt and reject, or it will loop forever. Will the machine be able to tell us these three possibilities? Definitely for this answer it is no. There is no generalized machine which can tell us by giving the input. It cannot tell us it will halt, it will loop forever, it will halt and reject. These things cannot be possible for a machine to decide. So this is known as undecidable decision problem. Okay, so this PCB it's also known as PCB, post correspondence problem is also known as PCP. So this is a undecidable decision problem. So how it is undecidable decision problem, that we will see. Okay, so I'm going to take an example and explain for PCB. So in PCB, what is PCB problem? PCB problem is, I will have two strings. The two strings I am going to arrange. So when I arrange, two set of strings I will have. Okay, two set of strings, here one set of strings and here one set of strings I will have. So when I arrange these two set of strings, so the order should be same. Okay, so when if the order is same, then it is, for this PCB we are getting the solution. If the order is not same, or I am unable to make any order, order in the sense, suppose I have a string called A, B, C, D, E. So here also I should have A, B, C, D, E. Or if I have strings 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, and I should have the same kind of string in the other set also. So if I am able to derive, then this is known as, I got a solution for this PCB. Okay, so let's take an example. So I have a PCB. PCB will have a dominoes. Dominoes is nothing but just a tile. Okay, so it has two parts. That is, one is this top portion and bottom portion. Top portion is also known as numerator, and the bottom portion is also known as denominator. So here I can represent my string. So whatever string you have, that you are going to represent like this. So this is called dominoes. Okay, so I'm representing the string like this. So I have any number of dominoes. I can have any number of, this is according to your problem, you are representing the dominoes. So in my problem, I have the string like this. So for that, I am representing the dominoes like this. Okay, so what is the task we are going to do in PCB? So we are going to do the task. We need to find a sequence. We need to find a sequence of dominoes. Okay, we have to find a sequence of dominoes such that the top and bottom strings are the same. So what do you mean by that? I'm going to arrange this dominoes. So when I arrange this dominoes, I have to arrange the dominoes to find a sequence of dominoes. So after arranging, it should be I have to find a sequence of dominoes such that top and bottom strings are the same. Already I told you, PCB problem, I should have the top string and bottom string should produce the same set of strings. Okay, so in order to achieve this, I have to get the same set of strings, right? So to achieve this, I'm going to rearrange the dominoes. In any order you can rearrange the dominoes, and one domino can come for multiple times. There is no restriction on that. Okay, to get a same set of strings, and this is a top string and this is bottom string. Okay, so I have to get the top string also same. Suppose I am going to get like this, A B C. This is a top string I am getting. So in the bottom string also you should get the same string. To get the same string, you can rearrange the dominoes, and one domino can be repeatedly used to achieve this result. Okay, so this is called PCP problem. Okay, fine. So now we are going to find a solution for this. So how will you find a solution? So first you are going to select which domino should come first. For that there is one rule. Okay, so how will you find out which domino can come first? For that you have to check the numerator and denominator. The first string of the numerator and first string of the denominator should be same. Okay, so you select such domino, this domino which in the numerator, first string of the numerator and first string of the denominator should be same. Such domino you are selecting. So I am selecting the domino A, so this domino I am selecting first. Okay, so you see now in numerator you got A and denominator you got A. But denominator and numerator and denominator both are same, but one extra string you got in the denominator. So you can write and say bottom string and top string and bottom string should be same, whether you got or not. You see A I got, but B in denominator I got one B, but numerator that B is not there. So next time when you are selecting the domino, you have to select the domino which has B in the numerator. Such domino you have to select. See the domino which has B in the numerator. So you see now. Okay, so you got the domino which starts in the numerator, B is there. So this domino you are going to select next. So I am writing, okay, B, C, A. Okay, so now you see the top string and bottom string you see. So top you have AB, and bottom you have A, B, C, A. So now AB becomes same, but CA it is extra. So now what you have to do? You have to select a domino which has the numerator as CA. Okay, so I am going to select the domino which has the numerator as CA. See, the numerator CA is there. So you are going to select CA. Okay, and then bottom what is there? A. So you are writing like that. Now you arrange the string, top string and bottom string, A, B, C, A. A, B, C, A. And bottom you see A, B, okay, C, A and A. Okay, so now these four strings are same, but you got one extra A. So now what you have to do? You have to see the domino which has A in the numerator. So which has A in the numerator? This one. So you can use this domino. So now you see, okay, so which one you are going to use? This one. So A, B. So now you arrange. I am going to arrange. So A, B, C, A. And then here it is A, B, C, A, B. Okay. So now you got A, B, C, A and A, B, C, A. So till here it is same. Till here it is same. Isn't it? Okay. A, B, C, A. Till here it is same. So now extra you got A, B. So now what you have to do? You have to select the domino which has A, B in the numerator. So which has A, B in the numerator? This one. So you are going to use this. So A, B, C, C. Okay. So now you arrange the string. So I don't have the space, so I'm arranging here. I'm arranging. So you see A, B, C, A, B, C. Okay. Here you see A, B, B, C, A, B, C. Okay. So now you got the top string and bottom string as the same string, isn't it? Okay. So now for this PCB we got a solution. Okay. Okay. So but in the initially I said that it is an undecidable problem, but we got a solution. So why it is called undecidable problem we will see in the next example.